So after 2 weeks of not posting any Sweg videos, and then posting one 2 days ago as the time of recording this, and getting a fucking retard saying that fucking, you know, constructive criticism and saying I merely dislike the video. But beyond that, beyond me making that video 2 days ago because I just couldn't fucking stand it and I just had to fucking put it out there because it was so fucking retarded. But during this whole entire thing, I wanted to show some of the narcissistic traits or pathological liar traits, sociopathic traits, all these different traits that Sweg shows. So if others get used by Sweg, this isn't my fault or anyone else's fault. It is only at the fault of Sweg and the person who has been abused, because they should have taken my advice while they could have seen it. But if anyone comes at me and says, I have been used by Sweg, the narcissist, I know you were. And right before this video starts fully, I am not saying that Sweg is a narcissist, a sociopath, or a pathological liar. I am merely pointing out the evidence that shows that he has narcissistic, pathological liar traits. Does this mean that he is a full narcissist, pathological liar, or psychopath? No, not at all. But I'm just merely showing the things that he has done that co-align with the narcissistic traits that narcissists tend to have. So if anyone says, oh yeah, you're saying Sweg's a narcissist, I'm not fucking saying that. And by you would be saying that, that proves that you didn't watch the fucking video. So therefore you shouldn't have a fucking opinion on the video because you haven't watched it yet. A few traits of these narcissistic people and psychopathic people and pathological liars and all these type of other people is that they tend to lie a lot. Now, they tend to be really comfortable with lying. They tend to, when they get caught in a lie or get caught lying and they get called out on it, they tend to keep the lie going for as long as it can, so that they will try to make you believe it. They will not give up. They will try as hard as they can to make it so you try to believe their story that they have fabricated. One of the reasons of pathological liars and narcissists and all these other types with lying constantly is so that the world would have to view them to stroke their own ego. They've lied so much to make it so that they are the center of the universe and people have to stroke their ego. That is the entire purpose. They feel like they are better than everyone else, which they are not. They also do tend to have a very different relationship of lying. So, that's the thing right there. I'm not going to say if any Sweg has ever fallen into that because I don't fucking know and I don't fucking care. If he's very comfortable with lying, I assume so, considering he lied for nearly half a year straight, so, yeah. Narcissists are very typical to dismiss people as haters and quickly dismiss you if you even show a sign of not agreeing with them on anything. Now, this is a point that Sweg heavily falls under. Heavily. Because me doing nothing, pretty much just saying fucking Sweg sucks as like a gag or some dumb shit that everyone knew pretty much was a joke, because otherwise if I fucking hated Sweg, then why would I be still staying in his streams? I'm giving him what he wants, more views. That would be dumb. But quite literally, they are quick to dismiss people as haters, as in other people's cases, and quickly to dismiss them as other things that automatically seem to be not worthy of your time. Sweg already has like 4 points of being a narcissist. But this one might not fall into him, might, depending on how many people have viewed him. I don't know him to be personally, because fuck him, he doesn't deserve my time. But they, instead of listening to your conversation, they are wrapped up in their own opinion. So you'll be talking about something, but then they're not going to listen to what you're fucking saying. They're going to automatically have their opinion formed and force you to listen to their opinion, and they will disregard your opinion all entirely. Say you're in a school project, and you're trying to, contribute with your group. You're trying to think of ideas on how to run the project. Then one of the persons just immediately cuts you off, says their opinion, and then acts like you're gonna fucking deal with it and do it no matter what, and they won't back down until you're fucking just over it and just fucking back off. That's pretty much what I'm talking about here. This also is technically like another point where they actually dismiss you, but they do not take well to criticism. That is a perfect representation of Sweg, because the second I fucking criticized him, you cried like a little baby bitch boy and fucking sent mass dislikes to my video, which I'm not fucking crying about, as they would so-called say, but it's merely just making a fucking observation. But quite literally, they don't take the criticism well. So if you were to criticize them on the smallest thing, like saying, maybe you shouldn't fucking cheat on the math test, they will fucking scream at you and act like you're a fucking bad person for not agreeing with them, and all this stuff, and over dramatize the fucking thing till hell. Then this is a part where Swag falls under so fucking hard, I can't even fucking tell you and where to begin with this fucking shit. But they exploit others without guilt or shame. If you watched my fucking is Swag bad guy video, this will be pretty fucking self-explanatory. He fucking used Reaper to make his Discord server, although when he was halfway done making his Discord server, before he can even get the security all open, he fucking kicked him out, then didn't allow him to go and fix it. That sounds like fucking exploiting others to me. Then, also admitting to using Reaper for views, using Ninja for views, as putting in Ninja Fortnite in the fucking thing, but using Critical for each time Danny's in the fucking stream, but he sounds like Critical, so it's at least somewhat explanation, and at least that's actually a fucking decent explanation, because people are signing up for Critical, and when they hear someone sound like Critical, then they'll be like, oh yeah, They belittle others. That is a perfect representation of what Sweg did. And of what Sweg does, to be honest. He just belittles other people. Don't agree with them? Belittled. At all. Not having a civil discussion, telling them why. Just belittle them. Like when I said Sweg sucks, and he just belittled me as a hater. And that is a fucking belittling. Belittling other people. Yeah. They see themselves more attractive than they actually are. Sure, we don't know what Sweg actually looks like, and we don't know if he actually thinks of himself as fucking gorgeous, but still this can mean anything. You can also use this in a term for they think they're just better than they really are. That's what you can use this term for, technically. Because throughout the countless streams that I've been in with Sweg, I've gotten that impression that he has always been so more self-absorbed than his fucking ego, and constantly trying to feed into his ego and making himself feel like he's better than everyone else, and that he is much better than everyone else, which is normally a narcissistic trait, automatically. Just making yourself try to seem better than everyone else even though you're fucking not. They tend to frequently gaslight the people who are dear to them. And if you don't know what gaslighting is, it's basically a slow form of manipulation where they slowly put seeds in your mind to make you think that you are lower than you actually are. Slowly destroying your self-confidence as time progresses. That's why it's best to get out of narcissistic relationships, or mainly a relationship with a narcissist, as quick as you can before those seeds can be fully planted and destroy your fucking entire self-esteem. They put some people on the pedestal. Now, this is a very small pedestal of people, and also people. But it's only the people that they trust the nearest to their plans. So that's why they put him on the pedestal. This may not apply to Sweg, but it does apply to some other people that he puts on fucking pedestals. So, like Fernie. But, yeah. They're arrogant. They must always be right, no matter what. They are also critical of others. Now, you fucking retards might say I'm the one who would fall into that trait. Yet, I'm not. I don't fucking care if I'm right or wrong. Majority of the time. Only when someone fucking makes a dumbass argument, then I fucking care. Now, this one is some fucking magic stroke of luck that also describes Sweg fucking perfectly. Blames others and projects their own feelings onto others. Like on how Sweg failed to get his Discord situation figured out and helped with Reaper, but then he goes and blames someone else for it going down that had nothing to do with it. Classic him blaming on someone else, even though it was his own fault. Bully, demonizing, and manipulating others is also another category, which is pretty obvious. Lives in a fantasy world where they are powerful, famous, or wealthy. It sure does kind of seem that way, considering that he tries to negate criticism by saying pretty much that he's just bigger than you, so you shouldn't be criticizing him. Yeah, kind of fucking seems that way, Sweg. Mood swings and unpredictable rages, which I've seen a few times with Sweg, even though nothing happens. He just gets into fucking anger, fucking issues out of fucking nowhere sometimes. I've seen it. Goes out of their way to topple boundaries, no respect for anyone. I've seen that a few times. Entitled, everything belongs to them, often destroys your things. A few times. Tendency to blame their lack of success or failures on others. Act differently in public than in private. Irresponsible or unrelievable. Will lie, distort facts, and change events to suit their own agenda. That perfectly fucking describes this entire situation with the exposed videos on Sweg, where he would literally make up shit and pass it off as fucking facts. Lack of sympathy for others, especially those they exploit. It's a fucking fact. Yeah. Very controlling and unable to be relaxed. Don't know. Don't fucking care. Regularly provoked people and blames them for the fight. That sounds fucking kind of accurate, considering that he, just does that shit and then blames other people for the fucking fight, and then says, "Oh yeah, you're just fucking hater, you're just fucking obsessed with me." Having trouble admitting their mistakes. Oh fucking god. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Yep. That perfectly describes it. That also. But all the points that I just listed, Sweg falls under the majority of them. Like 80% of the points that I listed, he falls under. You're in the right to make your own opinion. If Sweg isn't a narcissist, Sweg just has some traits of narcissism. Sweg isn't a pathological liar, nor all these other things. I don't fucking care. Make that opinion on your own. But throughout all the things that I just mentioned, it is kind of a fucking weird coincidence that Sweg would show so many of these things all at the same time. Which, it is a point of normal narcissist. In my opinion, he's probably a narcissist. More than likely, considering the fact that he would use people and not feel fucking guilty for it. And doesn't fucking care. But that's your opinion to make. If anyone gets abused, I'm probably still going to be small for fucking majority of my fucking lifespan on YouTube. But I don't fucking care really. So if anyone does get, used from this point onwards, then comment down below or say anything just in the comment sections of any of my videos. I would like to know, because we already have a few different altercations of Sweg completely using people and just fucking abandoning them, just saying fucking mean shit about them, putting false labels on them, other than just fucking dissing them in the dust when they get fucking called out. But that's This is for you guys to decide. I ain't no medical expert on fucking sociopaths, nor any of these stuff. I just find it interesting. But that's all for here. So Sweg sucks. He's a dumbass. The murder bees never existed. The riots are dumb. Coronavirus is extra dumb. And hope Danny and Ninja are okay and do good and don't get used. Unless Ninja literally did say that he fucking found me annoying, then fuck him. He deserves to be used at that point. Fuck you. And if anyone says in the comment section you haven't taken criticism at all either, because you guys haven't pointed out any fucking actual criticism that I should actually fucking take, you guys are just saying the most dumbest shit I've ever fucking seen, not trying to pass it off as criticism. So, yeah, I ain't taking no criticism from you guys. The only criticism that I've seen was actually from Danny when we were in a private party. But even then, majority of that fucking shit got immediately wiped over with the other one. So yeah.